Joy proudly defended President Joe Biden as he was being talked about on The View. The comedian's passion picked up at the roundtable when debating today's guest, former governor of New Jersey, Chris Christie, about President Biden's competency. Lately, President Biden has been portrayed in the news as being senile and not having strong enough cognitive abilities to run the country. Joy admitted that she didn't get why the commander-in-chief is painted to be incompetent when he's been able to make significant changes since he's been in office. I turned 81 in October. Joe Biden is exactly my age. I don't see this obsession with his age when all of this is being accomplished in this country, Joy said to Chris, 61, as she pointed to her note cards. Tell me why that's an issue. Chris asserted that the public finds President Biden's age an issue because he's unable to sell, effectively communicate, all that he's been doing as the POTUS. He added, "It's not that President Joe Biden never could sell it. I've known Joe Biden for 40 years. He was a really good, effective politician. He isn't anymore." Joy highlighted that President Biden is the manager of the country and that he manages the country. However, it didn't cause the Republican politician to budge on his mindset about President Biden. Being president is more than just managing a country, Chris told Joy, which made her slam her note cards down on the View table. "I can't take it," Joy said, shaking her head disapprovingly as Chris went on with his point. Joy's rage. When Joy gets heated during a discussion, it is known that she might destroy her cue cards. In December 2023, she lashed out in fury at her co-star, Alyssa Farah Griffin, 34, on live TV. During an episode that aired in early December, the 5 daytime talk show hosts argued about a recent case in the media, all with varying points of view on the matter. But as producers attempted to head to the commercial break, Joy cut in and took over, allowing the outro music to play over her voice for much longer than allowed. "I want to remind people about Trump, who is the presumptive nominee for the Republican Party. He described himself in 1999 and 2000 as pro-choice. You know he was pro-choice in the old days, okay?" Joy reminded. "But when running in 2016, I saw this on television. There has to be some form of punishment for women who have abortions," he said. But Alyssa cut in at that moment, defending her former boss by saying, "And he was rarely condemned by pro-lifers." Joy was not pleased with the interruption, talking over her younger commentator, shouting, "Okay, he has walked that back a little, but can you trust that man?" "I don't think so." Others attempted to, but in the conversation, production was pushing for a commercial break, so Joy cut everyone off by shouting, "Please, please," and waving her hand in the air to dismiss the others. The conversation clearly perturbed Joy as she angrily ripped up her cue cards and threw them into the air. Joy's wild outburst came just one day after guest host Matt Rogers, 33, blasted the redhead for dragging him during an interview. Matt told a story about when he had appeared on The View when Kelly Clarkson, 41, performing. Proclaiming himself Kelly Clarkson's biggest fan, he recalled a time when someone else was selected from The View's audience instead of him to see Kelly. The producers rolled a clip of Matt sitting in the audience beside friend Bowen Yang as the other fans spoke to The View's panelists. Matt noted he was horrified that the other boy at the time was getting to be in the spotlight. He spoke about the fan with Bowen on their podcast Los Culturistas. The fan had mentioned to Matt that it had made him feel bad, and he subsequently apologized. The podcast host mentioned he ran into the other fan at a Kelly Clarkson concert later on in life, and the pair cleared the air. He confirmed everything was all good now. "Now we're all friends," Sarah Haynes, 46, interjected. "Not me," Joy insisted. "No, you're mad at me?" Matt asked. "Now that you've outed me," Joy joked about Matt's reveal that she had gone barefoot on a plane. "Listen," Matt pleaded. "I mean, you weren't hiding it, Joy. Your feet were up and out." "She's got nice feet," insisted Sunny Hostin, 55. The crowd couldn't stop laughing at how Matt had taken Joy to task earlier in the episode. Matt lamented Joy for dragging him, which she had done over his barefoot call-out.